Aaron, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Everything good here, man. Thank you for your time. I wanted to ask, you've been fighting on Bellator all your career. What motivates you to, maintain your loyalty to this company?
Well, for me, I've been with the company technically it was since I just turned 18. I've been with them a long time since I've been a young kid. So everybody here feels like family. Everybody treats me well. I know all the staff and everybody's been good to me. So I love everybody here.
Awesome, man. Thank you, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Andrew?
Hey, Aaron, Blue Collar Media Group Andrew speaking here, man. You've had some major highlight reel knockouts. And I know that a lot of people probably think those heavy hands are something that you've got. Is there one part of your game that you would say is completely underrated that gets slept on?
I think a lot of people don't like. They always say, "Oh, why don't you use wrestling a lot?" And if you look at my last three fights, I have used my wrestling. But that's just for me. I just have so much power in my hands. If I land one shot, it could put you to sleep. But I think a lot of people underestimate my grappling. My grappling is actually very very good, and it's an area I spend a lot of time in training. I know a lot of people see me post a lot about striking, but I'm in in the gym doing jujitsu and a lot. So I think that's one area I think a lot of people underestimate me.
Santiago?
Hi, Aaron. Greetings from Amsterdam, and thank you for the time. Always a pleasure talking to you.
No worries. How's everything?
It's going great. Thank you so much. So, how much better is everything for you now since that you signed with Dominance MMA and Ali Abdelaziz? I mean, there's no more rushing anything, right, Aaron? Everything is being planned precisely.
I feel good. I really love Ali. I love being a part of the team. Dominance. Um, Ali is a really really good manager. Honestly, I don't think there's anybody better than him. Um, it's a very very good team over there. Of course, Ali is the manager, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that probably never are seen on camera that do a lot of behind the scenes work that are working their butts off. So it's definitely an army over there, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
In your last fight against John De Jesus, you kind of drained your opponent in the first round with some heavy wrestling and ground and pound. And then in the second, when your opponent lost a lot of his energy, you put him away with a sensational strike. I mean, that calmness and the patience, is that all there right now because of the amazing team that you have behind you who really know how to game plan?
Yeah, I think I am a way better fighter than I was the last fight. It's been 7 months since I've stepped in the cage, so I'm looking forward to putting on a great performance Friday night. But yeah, I just got to go in there and use my skills and be a warrior. And God willing, it's going to be a good night for our team.
Ed?
Hey, Aaron, Ed Carbajal for MMAnews.com. I'm just wondering. I mean, you seem to be in a winning stride right now. In the past, you've kind of mentioned the competitive fire in your belly has sometimes been good, sometimes it's been bad. So I just wanted to know where you at as far evolving as a mixed martial artist and stuff like that. I mean, I remember when you picked up one of your recent wins, you were like up, you had to almost calm yourself down because of the adrenaline rush that you got. So I just want to know where you were mentally now with coming getting into use of stride of the fight camps.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm at a really good place mentally and physically. Um, One thing I always try to keep in mind, not too high, not too low, just right in the middle. A lot of a lot of work has been put in this camp, just like all the previous ones. But I'm at a good place, like I said, mentally and physically. I'm excited to go in there and do my job. Um, but yeah, I feel good. I'm happy. My weight is good. Camp went really really well. I'm happy. So that's ultimately what you want.
Cool, thank you.
Mike?
Aaron, first and foremost, congrats on the future opportunity becoming a father. I just want to ask when, early on in your career, when you had those couple step backs, a lot of fighters may shy away from having those tough conversations and really getting together with their coaches and their team. And obviously you have some of the best there at Jackson Wink. I'm curious, what did those moments when things weren't going perfect for you, what did that do for you as you're now on this current win streak?
Well, I really had to dig deep mentally. I mean, of course, it's not easy in this fight game. You're only as good as your last fight, so sometimes coming off losses for me back to back was very, very difficult. But the coaches and my team around me were like, man, you're going to be one of the best fighters on this planet. Just it's going to take some time. You have a lot to learn, but that's why you're here. So let's put in the work. And I really do. I'm in the gym 2-3 times a day. If you want to be good at anything, if you want to be the best, it requires a lot of work. So yeah, there's nothing to it. I'm not really like a motivational speaker on this or get when during tough times this and that. I'm not like that. I have one simple rule: pick yourself up, get back in the gym, and carry on.
Steve.
Hey Aaron, it's Steve from MMA Lowdown. So you're on a 3-fight win streak, all won in a dominant fashion. Now, I imagined your next fight to be higher in the division, perhaps avenging that loss against Adam Boric. But you're now you're now a number 6, fighting an unranked opponent. How high is your motivation?
My motivation is always high. I mean, for me, I feel like every fight is a world championship fight. There's obviously a lot of pressure on me. This guy has nothing to lose, so that excites me. And what excites me the most is going in there and using the new tools that I've learned to use with the coaches for the last 7 months since my last fight. So the motivation is always there. Anytime I get to go and have the opportunity to beat somebody up, it motivates me and it excites me. So yeah, no lack of motivation there. I don't care if it's a ranked opponent, a guy off the street. As soon as I step in the cage, I'm fighting for my paycheck. So yeah, that excites me the most, taking home all my money.
Abraham.
Hey Aaron, this is Abraham from the Fight Lead Report. I wanted to know what has been your biggest takeaway so far in MMA from the mental aspect and also the aspect in competing a couple times a year and so far in your young career.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question one more time? I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. I just wanted to know what has been your biggest takeaway so far in your young career mentally, since you have mentioned how you have evolved mentally, but also the competition aspect of MMA.
Yeah, that is a good question. To be honest with you, I haven't really put too much thought into it. But if I had to say one thing, it's just stay the course. As simple as that. Stay the course. Things are going to happen, and as long as you're doing the work and you can be true to yourself when you go to practice outside the gym, if you're doing everything right, there should be really no mental glitches because you've done everything you possibly could to prepare yourself as an athlete, as a professional, and showing up to the fight fight week should be one of the best weeks of your life because you finally get to show what you've been working on for the past 8-12 weeks. So as far as answering that question mentally, I don't really have a clear answer. Sorry.
All right, we'll take one or two more. Siraj.
Hey, Aaron, you've been talking a lot about your coaching staff here. So I actually want to go a little deeper. I feel like Six Gun is really taking a liking to you and has spent a lot of time with you, especially during the pandemic. So I just really wanted you kind of go into detail about that relationship because your striking's just on another level now. So what's he done for you?
Yeah, Coach Gibson and I clicked very, very well. I think we just have one of those relationships where it's just, we just bonded the first time we hit pads. You hear a lot of stories with, for example, Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach. First time they hit pads, it was basically love at first sight. And I think that's the way that's how it is with Coach Gibson. To me, he's my older brother, and I respect him a lot. I'm very thankful for everything and all the time he puts in. Yeah, he just puts in a lot of time. We work a lot together 4 or 5 times a week, and it's just a good bond we have. So I'm very, very thankful, and I thank God every day that I met him.
Last one, Jeff.
Jeff Brantley, the Man in the Cage podcast. Aaron, you keep talking about this training camp that you had, how great you feel about it. Is there one part of your game you're more excited to show off here? I mean, obviously you don't want to give too much away to your opponent, but is there one part of your game you're most looking forward to showing off in this fight that you've improved upon?
No, not really. There's not one thing that Greg doesn't like me to do is to say, man, I want to do this in the fight. I want to do that. Nah, we don't really think that way. We have a sense of direction or where we want the fight to go and what we want to do, but kind of want to let the fight unfold and figure out and figure out the fight as it comes. That's something that I don't like that Greg doesn't want me putting pressure on myself, saying, hey, I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm just going to let the fight come. I know where my skill sets are. And to be honest with you, I'm good everywhere. Anywhere the fight goes, I feel comfortable. Shit, even off my back, I'm starting to feel very, very comfortable, and I can land a lot of good submissions from my back. So I'm confident anywhere the fight goes.
Appreciate the time, Aaron. Good luck on